Hello, welcome to Art Byte 5. We're going to see today the round brush. Why we use round brush, how we use round brush. We shall now see the uses of round brush. The round brush that I have chosen is Faber-Castell size number 4. So we have a lot of sizes starting from 000. Always when we use a double round brush, we will have the advantage of doing a lot of detailing. So in last series we saw that the flat brush is used to cover a larger area. We did this. So we were able to see the flat brush helps in doing a larger area in an even way. So we were not using the round brush when we use a larger area. So right now let's see what are the uses of a round brush and how can we practice using a round brush for the painting that we wanted to do. So I'll start with size 4 is apt for a beginner. To ensure you get a size 4 and any color, I've just chosen a color from Camlin acrylic colors, Pathalo blue. So just get any color that you have, and I just mixed with little of water to get some smooth surface. It should not be so dry, so I have wet my brushes as well. So to start, I'll try to do a straight line using the brushes. So all the time when we write also we choose to write it in one direction, right? So for detailing I would suggest you use one direction. So I'm going to draw some lines, parallel lines, and see how it's going to be. So always have a distance between the brush tip and the finger, so that will give a good flow and movement of the brush. So I'm going to draw a line. There is a distance. So when you could not draw a full line length, yeah. So in that case, how do you start it? So I would suggest you draw a half line halfway through. Then when you take some paints, make sure it's not so bulky at the tip, and start somewhere in between, not here. When you start here, there will be a discontinuation in the line, in the straight line that you're drawing. So I would suggest you start somewhere in the center and take it through. And once you're done, so just leave it like that. Don't stop abruptly. Just leave it like that. So what I do, I just do a straight line. It's a perfect straight line that we get. So I will show you how you should not do also. So this is the right way of doing it. Now you are trying a line. So you're starting the line from here. Your paint is over and you cannot go further. What we generally do is we take the paint again and start the line from here, leave it, and then do a line from here. So you will be able to see that there is 3 bits and pieces that you have done. So it's not a straight line. So when you want to adjust that or manage that, you can just try to merge it, but always try to use this method which I have told you. So try not to use this method. So this is not the right way of doing it. So always when you finish the brush, so when I'm doing the straight line, when I'm going to finish the brush, I just leave it like that. Don't abruptly stop. So that way you will not have a bulky paint in the center. Try practicing lot of parallel lines. Try practicing with, do not take very small brushes like 000 or 00. I would suggest you take a round size 4 brush and then practice lot of parallel lines closer to each other. Initially you can start with the width of the line can be a bit more, but slowly you try to get the lines as close as possible. So that way you will understand how to handle a brush, how to take the flow of the brush, and it will really help you when you're doing very large projects, very large painting. The practice, even before you start any painting, any big painting, if you do a rough sketch of these kind of strokes, that will give a kind of warm up to your body, like the same way that we do a warm up before the exercise. So a warm up before we do a big painting. So this is for the episode today. Ensure you draw a lot of parallel lines, and then be assured that you are able to see the specific gaps. I have not drawn any lines with the pencil. If possible or if needed, yeah, I can suggest that also. You can just draw lines and then practice on it. If you are totally a beginner for a brush handling, so draw some lines like this, and then you'll be able to take some paints and try to draw. Keep the line as the center, so that way you will know how much pressure you should give on the brush. So if you're giving a pressure this much, then towards the end you should give the same pressure. Suddenly the pressure should not increase. If the pressure is increased, then you will have the difference in the width of the line. So always make sure when you give a pressure, the pressure of the brush should be the same towards the end. So start practicing that. So I'm just giving the same pressure. So this line I will just try to draw a thicker line. The paint should not be seen. So as soon as you click something, before it dries up, just try to increase the line. Yeah, okay, made it a bit more thicker, so I will just adjust with the line. So try drawing some straight lines using the scale and do this project. So this project is really important for handling a round brush, which most of us use for a lot of things. Quickly I'll finish the rectangle with a couple of lines. Do practice more and more with different spacing between the lines and different thickness of lines. That will be really good. And practice. So here we have the final output. Do practice a lot. I have just practiced with like 15 centimeters length and 10 centimeters width. So try as much as possible, as much as even and with equal distance that you were able to do. And you can try different brushes as well, but for a beginner I would suggest this should do. So let's see more of patterns that we could create of this pattern. As we learn, we create some patterns also. So now that the card is ready, you did practice and you did a beautiful card with a lot of patterns only by drawing lines. This way you will have a practice and flow with the brush, and you will be able to create a pattern as well. So some of the places it was not dry before I started it, so it just got merged. So another idea, if you wanted to gift somebody, then you can write some phrases or some words around it and then try to give them. or just have it for your reference. So I'm just going to use some of the words. I'm just using a Saber Castle pen 0.4 and say calm. Since these are symmetric patterns, more of calmness will be coming in using these patterns. So I say breathe. Relax. So even if you wanted to add some more patterns, you can do so. Maybe in between we have some two spaces. Either you can leave it blank just to have the overall picture, or you can even add some more wordings to it. So I will leave it blank so that some space is seen from that. So this is a new card and hope you liked it, and lot of patterns you learn, you practice, and you also create a masterpiece which is giftable, which is really good, and you got a satisfaction that you learned something and then you implemented something, and there you go. Please keep watching for a lot of such videos coming soon. Thank you.
So here you go, you have made your own pattern which is giftable. As I always say, artist's assert is the paintbrush. Do save it. Join us to learn more art. See you next time. Bye.